everyone, it's Mary-Ann Maldonado. Thanks for joining me today on the Hit Kit Club YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be working with the Pocket Life Kit and the PhotoPlay Accessory Pack. I'm also going to be using a white background. I'm also going to be using a selfie, and I'm going to show you right now how to use a pocket or create pockets with that accessory pack. It's actually pretty cool. They've got several different options with instructions for everything. I'm not going to lie, I had to read and reread the instructions several times. So I did edit that out for you. I should have read it several times before I started recording, but it is what it is. But it did take me a minute to understand the dimensions and what I needed to do. But they do have photos as well. So I'm cutting one of the larger 6x6 pocket or pieces of paper that's in there. And it's going to create 2 pockets. And since I didn't know where I wanted this pocket clump of pocket that I'm going to be creating to go, I cut out, or I grabbed a scratch piece of white cardstock that I had, and I trimmed it down to be the size for the pocket, so these pockets had something to sit onto. Other than that, you could put it right onto your layout if you know where it's going to go and if you're prepared for that. Usually I don't create these things first, but today I wanted to be sure to use the Pocket Life kit and these accessories, so I started with that and then built my layout around this. Usually I start the background of my layout and then start building the accessories on top, but I reversed it today. It was actually kind of fun doing something a little bit off for me, a little bit different. But that's the photo that I'm going to be using, and I've tried to pick out photos, or pardon me, colors within the accessories that I'm using to match or to bring out the pops of color in my photo, or maybe not deter from them or clash with them in any way. But so the pockets were stark white. I decided to color them with some paper. I trimmed those out, and it gives you the dimensions. I actually double measured. What do they say? Measure twice, cut once. I have been known to mess up and really mess up a lot of paper. So be sure to do that. That's why lumber or construction people say to do that. It's worth it. Even though paper's less expensive than wood these days, everything's going up in price. So cut after you've measured twice. So I'm filling the pockets with tags from the little accessory packet that was with one of the kits from May, and I'm not caring if the tags have anything written on them, like that smile tag there. Really doesn't matter. I'm tucking them in. I'm almost done with using up this kit. This is my 5th layout with this kit, and it's been a lot of fun, but I do have some of those butterflies left, so I'm super excited to be using the fabric butterflies at the end of this layout too. You'll see those come in quite a bit towards the end. So I've decided to stick the tags in the pockets, and I'm going to do a little bit of journaling on a purple that will tie in a little bit more purple that you see, or to have a little bit more in there. I normally don't love my handwriting, but this is my aunt, or I call her my aunt. I call her Susu, actually. She's my cousin, but she's my like 2nd or 3rd cousin, and her daughter's in the photo as well, and they came to visit, so I had a great time, and I wanted to document that. And it is a selfie because I'm taking it. I did use a stapler to attach those to the top of that there, and then I'm also adding some twine for dimension and a little bit more texture. But those are easy ways to add some texture to your layouts. Metal, twine, foam for dimension, all of those types of things can add quite a bit to your layout without having to use too many different things. So give it a try. Now, this is my Stampin' Up! Ruler I have had for gazillion years. One of those parties that you went to a long time ago. They had some really good products there. I don't know how long I've had it, but I do love how it rips my paper properly for me and exactly where I want it to be. I love it because I am not a straight ripper, and I like the perfection of that ruler, or the perfection that ruler gives. It's still a little bit of messiness with a perfectly straight line. So I pointed to it a second ago. I'm talking a little too much here, but I did sew down the center of my papers there, and on each side I sewed straight down twice, just for a little bit more texture with my sewing machine. So I did take it off camera and do that, and then I brought it back. I've added my clump, and I added the word cousins as a title. Now I'm just going to take the flower ephemera packet that comes in the May kit and embellish with that. I move things around. I use foam tape for dimension. I trim things up in case I want a piece, like that piece was quite large, so I trimmed it so I didn't waste the whole thing, and I used quite a big chunk of it, and then I used the flower and the greenery piece in another area. So I was able to cut it out and make 3 pieces. I recommend it. It makes things go further. Now I do have a lot of flowers still left. I'll make some cards with those once I'm done with this kit and done using this kit for Hip Kit Club purposes. So now these are the butterflies that I was talking about. I love them. I've seen people color them. I've seen people layer them. I love them white. So what I do is take my fingernail and bend it twice in the center on the left side of the body, on the right side of the body, and then I adhere adhesive behind that skinny strip in the center, and then it makes my wings pop up a little bit off the page. I know it goes flat when it's put in an album, but for photo purposes and for dimension, I absolutely love it. So I place them around the page and I count how many I have, and then I realized I needed just a few more. I needed to use them. This is my second time using them or third time using them. It's a great quantity within the packet that you receive, and I will continue to use them. So I will probably keep those out from this kit when I set it aside and start working on June. But the last bit here is I add some of the puffy hearts. I scattered those around the layout. And you see that this layout has a selfie. It has the pockets from the accessory pack. I did adhere those tags in there so they didn't go loose on me, but you can add journaling in those to be able to pull them in, pull them out, anything like that. They're great. They'd be really great for a mini album. And then also I did some stitching and a white background. I'm not sure if I said that, but those were all what I was challenged to do today for this assignment. So I do hope that you are inspired by this layout. Here's some close-ups for you to check out. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again real soon. But I've listed everything down in the bottom for you to see what I've used, and be sure to check out the other designers on this YouTube channel on what they did with the May kit. So sorry about the dogs barking. I'll see you next time.